In this video, we're going to go over the second paycheck budget for the month of April. I know the month is almost over, but literally we're just going on the bi-weekly time frame that my husband and I are on. We're going to budget out our income, or at least, budget out our income, our bills and expenses, and then we're going to allocate the money to what we should do with it. So if you are new here and you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure you do that now and stay tuned. Okay, we are in our handy dandy gold binder, aka budget planner. I love that. All the inserts are from moi. Okay, paperbymo.com. There's a lot of inserts. There's free ones and then there's affordable ones that's on the site. So make sure you guys go check that out. Let's get into it. Oh, if you did not notice or you didn't see the previous video, my 2025 bingo, your girl has reached her first quarter of success, taking and passing an exam, start my new job, making $120,000 plus that I love, and then move to a new city. A lot of work, a lot of hard work and dedication. So grateful. Thank you to God. These were all in the works for years. Let's just be real. It just took a plethora of time. I just put it in a little 3-month phase, but I'm telling you, it did not take 3 months. Okay, let's get into it. So this is the last paycheck for April. I was late on the Sunday video and I posted it on Wednesday. I'm going through it. I am trying. So I'm back working in the office full time, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, 9 hours a day. Yes, 9 hours a day. And let me tell you, it is kicking my booty. I'm trying to figure out how to balance everything. Paper by Mo, my blog posts, these videos, the email, as well as I'm trying to get better with automation just because that's probably the best thing to do. But then as well as my actual full-time job, I am managing people, you guys, and woo chile. Okay? Can we just say woo child? Because this is crazy. It's ghetto out here. Anyways, this is the April monthly budget. We will be closing this out soon and starting May because literally in a week, it'll be May. Isn't that freaking crazy? 2025. I don't want to say like, oh my gosh, where's the time going? Because I feel like not May, but like 2025 has been going slow to me. A lot of people have just been like, no, it's going so fast. We're getting so old. And I'm just like, okay. It's just going slow to me. I don't know why. There's just so much stuff that's happening. That's why. I do know why. Let me not lie. So here we are. So the last video, yes, we closed it out. Again, this was posted on Wednesday. I did not give you guys the actual electricity because at the time I didn't know it, but I kind of know it now. And I don't know if I'm going to put it in here or just wait till I close out. But let's get into this April 2nd paycheck budget. If you don't know, I write hard, which is why I took out all of these pages because I need something durable. Can you hear that? That's the cardstock. I just want, although the paper is durable, I still need something under it to just give me a little push. Y'all, I don't know what I'm talking about. That's one. Two, these paycheck budgets are available on paperbymo.com. This is the Mo Budget Less Problems planner that this is a part of. It is on sale on paperbymo.com, so make sure you go check it out. It is not physical anymore. This is just digital. That means that you can download it and use it forever. Okay, forever, literally. Now let's get into it real fast. I do want to show you. I say real fast and then I don't be fast. You see that? You see how this is the payday? You see why we're just now getting to it? Is because the paydays, okay, they're just kind of off or whatever. My goals are far more important than my excuses, and I'm with that, which is why I'm trying to get it all in. Meaning, Paper by Mo, everything. Paper by Mo, full-time job, Paper by Mo videos, Paper by Mo blog, emails, all of that. Still a business owner. Okay, so this is paycheck number 2. And what I'm going to do is January, February, March, April. Yes, I counted to see when the months were. We got paid or getting paid 25th. So April 25th of 2025. I was going to say April 25th, but that doesn't make any type of sense whatsoever. Okay. So we are budgeting 2 numbers. We do have the exact number because My husband and I have Navy Federal, and when you're like having an upcoming transaction, they have this new thing now where they'll show you the upcoming transaction, right? When you get paid. One, so I know I can see my husband and I both can see his check. And then two, I get paid on Thursdays. So I should have did this earlier, but you know what? We are living and striving. Okay. So if you don't know, I'm a pilot girl. I love a pilot pen. Except that one time that it blew up on me, or it leaked, I should say. But outside of that, I love it. It's just because, it's pointy. It writes very well. That's all. If you're interested in that, go ahead and click the link for my Amazon storefront and you can check some of those out. So I say we're starting off at zero. That makes people clutch their pearls. It doesn't mean we got $0 in our account. Calm down, okay? Slow your roll. It just means we try to have $0 that is unaccounted for. We want everything to have a job. Do we meet this successfully all the time? Hell no. But do we try? Hell yeah, okay? It's about the effort. Miley Cyrus said it's the climb. And really, we just climbing. We're climbing on out, out of a hole. What am I talking about? I don't know. I'm delirious. I'm tired. So here we are. So we're going to put Mo full time. I was going to put a T right there. I'm going to do O full time. So I'm going to put my check down first. I did share with you guys my new budget. My new salary is $139,000. Now, my check got $100 and something higher. You're like, what? You make $30,000 more and it only got... So my husband, let's just going to put the numbers down while I talk. Let's just do both because we can do both because we don't want this video to be 17 years and 55 days. Okay. So previously I would get 2,600 or something and I'm getting 2,800, which again, I'm grateful for it regardless. But this year, my husband and I ended up owing $5,000, almost $5,000 for taxes, really because two things. One, we have vending machine business, and we didn't have as many expenses last year. And then two, I put married jointly or whatever, filing jointly on my W-4, W-2, whatever. They take less taxes out. So I was paying less taxes out of my check. And then we had the profitable business. Okay, two things. So I was like, bet, I'm going to go back to single, right? On my new W-2, W-4, whichever one. And then I'm going to put zero. Y'all, they took $1,100 out of my check for federal taxes. I said, oh my gosh, what is this? So basically it was explained to me that because I make more money, if I'm single, that would bump me up to a new tax pay, which 24, 26, something like that percent. Now, if I'm married, filing jointly, it would keep me in the same tax bracket. Now, we live in Maryland, so we're on a sliding scale when it comes to taxes, basically meaning if you don't know, the first, $10,000 to $20,000 is taxed at a certain amount. The next $50,000 taxed at a certain amount. It's not everything is taxed the same. I just want to say that because that is a misconception. And a lot of people say some incredibly wrong information. And I just say, wow, shaking my head just because, and I probably should correct people when I hear it, but sometimes you're just like, I don't want to argue. Some people just want to not know. And you know what? Who am I to take that away from you? You don't want to know, buka, and that is okay. I'm just letting y'all know in my video so you can be like, and just Google stuff. Google is our friend. AI will tell you, everything will tell you. You don't have to just say wrong things. Anyways, going on a rant. So I say all this to say, yeah, my check went up $100 and something because they took out $1,100 worth of federal state taxes out of my check because I put single and zero. I think I'm going to go back and I talked to my payroll about it already. Just do married joint or whatever, and then see what happens. And just maybe put some money aside from taxes because this right here, it is my swag. Really, I should say this right here is not my swag, okay? I don't know. I was in the mood, okay? I was just in the mood to say that. But I just don't like it. So here we are. All right. This is what we have. $3,974.96. Again, so grateful. Thank you. So appreciative. So again, if you don't know, my husband was laid off in October. He has an interim job, meaning he's not in his field. This is not a job he wants to have. He's applying. He's constantly going to career fairs all the things. It's kind of some job scams out here. So y'all be careful if you're looking for a really good job. But he is grateful. I am grateful. We are grateful. I told him I think the best thing that for all of us to do right now is just try to get more under our resume, meaning certifications, experience, education, something. You know, this is just a great time to just make sure we're getting more, so then we can be more profitable. You know what I mean? Y'all get me? Okay. So we got $3,974.96. So the first things we're gonna do is go to the fixed expenses. So if you don't know, my husband and I, we do split our rent payment, and so we're saying it's about $1,600 because we got to do water. We're saying our rent is about $1,600. It's really 15 something. Let me be exact. All dressed in black. Hey, I don't know why I am the way I am. Okay, $1,545 is actually the payment, but like I said, water and sewage has to come with that. So we just rounded on up to $1,600, and I pray to God it's gonna be that amount. But let's talk about some numbers really fast, really quick. My husband and I have about 2,000. We have a checking account, a joint checking account. When my check comes in, my husband's check comes in, and then we disperse it accordingly. One of the ways we disperse it is to our bills, right? So you're like, yeah, you just pay your bills. No, our bills do not come out of our joint checking account. Our bills come out of our bill account. So we have our joint checking account. We sit down, we do the numbers before I record, and then we take those numbers and we put it into our bill account. This is okay. I hope we're following. Yes. Now, with that, our bill account has about $3,000 in it. You're like, girl, what kind of bills is y'all paying? Because remember, our bills are not even $3,000. And we've already paid these. Okay? Stay with me now. Stay with me. Why am I bringing this up? We're going to just go a little lighter on the rent payment for this paycheck. Just because, you know, we already know that we kind of can cover it and then some. We do have to go over the bill account because my husband and I decided we do want to be a month ahead, and we're kind of sort of almost there, really, with this money saved. But we're about to use some of it because, like, why not? If you saw the previous video, I was doing my transactions and it was a lot of spending, a lot of no going. So that means that our credit card got swiped, okay? So we just got to fix that. That's okay. It happens. We're figuring it out as we go. We're transitioning. We're, evolving, because I just feel like people figure out or think that once you get it or you budget it, you're good. It's an ongoing process, and my God, it is a lot. So sometimes we fail, but if at first you don't succeed, get yourself up and try again. And I think that came from Aaliyah. I'm just saying, that came from Aaliyah. Okay. With that being said, what was I gonna do? Okay. So there's one thing. So first things first, rent, we're gonna give less because we have the money kind of saved. And then the second thing is we didn't include a bill. My husband and I now have a new bill, and that is gym. So we're gonna put rent and gym. Okay. So you're gonna think like, girl, this is a very specific number, and it in fact is. But we did the math specifically for a reason. So we're doing $72 for the gym. That's gonna be like the monthly fee-ish. I think maybe $70. And then we did $328 for rent. Like I said, we have about, it's not a $3,000, it's about $2,800 in that bill. We know our rent's only gonna be $1,600, at max, or maybe not at max. Minimum $1,545. Hopefully the water and sewage is not that much, but this is where we are. The reason why it's $328 and $72, because when you add that up, that's just $400, and that's our intent, to just give the bill account $400. And it's for these two reasons: $300 for the rent, and then $70-something or $72 for the gym. So that's $400. So now we have $3,974.96, and we're gonna subtract $400. So now we have $3,574. And again, grateful is us, okay? $3,574.96. So now we're gonna take these fixed expenses, and then we're gonna head on down here to variable. And let me just go ahead and get me a highlighter, because I have learned my lesson, especially from doing the last video, and my husband and I going way over for everything under the sun, especially even food, for that first paycheck. Let's see what it said. So $275.26, because when we have our card and we just swipe, it gets crazy. Why am I saying this? We highlight. And what does highlight mean? It means we're getting cash. We do best when we get cash. So, let's just get into it. Food, my husband's gas for his car, my gas for my car. We got little cars and we don't drive too far. And then fun for my husband, and then fun for me. Like I said, we've been spending out of hand, so we just gotta adjust. That's all. So we're gonna do $200 for food. We're gonna get that in cash. So my husband's gas, we were pretty on the money, maybe $2 off. So $30, we're gonna keep that the same. Now we definitely spent way more fun money than we needed to. We actually spent $472.23 combined, and we gave ourselves $60. It's actually absurd. I just gotta be honest. It's not funny, but it's a hot mess. So we decided let's up it to $50. This is what we used to do prior to my husband losing his job. We dialed it back to $30 because we're trying to be a little bit more conservative, right, with the numbers because of the times. So we're giving ourselves $50 per person. So this is $360. Again, that's 260 plus 100, so that's 360. I really didn't want to add it up on a calculator. So we got $3,574.96, and we're going to subtract 360. So we got $3,214.96. 3,000. Oops, I see a 2 and I write 9. 214.96. I think I was looking at the 9. Okay, so this is the variable expenses. Now we're going to move on up to the east side. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. All right. So when it comes to savings, we're going to attempt to do this again. We tried to do this on the last week, but this time we're moving it immediately. Where we go wrong and what happens, especially when we just don't go abide by our budget, is when we don't move the money effective immediately. When that money sit, we be like, oh my God, we got money. He be like, we got money. And I be like, we got money. Swipe that card. And then we swipe the card. And then next thing you know, I'm creating a video telling you guys, oh my gosh, we swiped the card. Don't be like us. Sometimes be like us. Sometimes don't. We're human. So we are going to put money in our IRAs. We are still trying to, whatever happening with the market, I don't care right now. I can't care. I could, but I'm just overwhelmed. So we're still going to do $100 per person. Bam, bam, boom. Now for the house, our goal is still $50,000. So we are going to do $1,000. If you're not up to speed, let's see, let me show you what's going on. Boom. If you're not up to speed, this is where we are. Where are we? $16,000 in our house fund. We're trying to get to $50,000. Now we do have another $10,000 from our life account. And if you don't know, that was the account that we made to actually move out to DMV area and start a new life. We actually have a little bit more from that money. So grateful. Kind of expecting a little bit more money, but we'll have to talk about that later. We'll see where life goes. Okay, so then we also have sinking funds. So because that bill was super high, it was $5,000. My husband and the vending machine account or money he had was about $2,700. The rest of that we had to take from our sinking funds to fit the bill for the IRS. When I say it was a Monday, we paid the IRS bill, and Tuesday they took that money out of our account. I've never seen money withdrawn so fast. It was just like, get out of here. They said, give me that money. I said, wow, have patience, okay? And thank God we had the money in the account, because had we been like, no, it's gonna take a while, they snatched that thing and made sure our account was balled so fast. It was crazy. It was a crime scene. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and give our sinking fund $500. So we're going to have $1,500, $1,600, $1,700. Okay. Now we're going to add that up and say $1,700. Again, that's $1,000 for the house, $500 for sinking funds, $100 for IRA for me, $100 for IRA for him, $500, $600, $700, $1,000, $1,700. So we have $3,214.96. And again, I'm grateful. I'm blessed. My husband and I are blessed. We're pushing through, and thank you, God. So we're gonna minus 1,700. Now we have 1514.96, and you're thinking, what are you guys gonna do with that? You're right. You guessed it. We've going back to the debt, y'all. We had got to get back paying our student loans. I think it's people are saying like now people have to pay their student loans. It's coming out of deferment. People's credit is being affected. So make sure you guys go look into that. Make sure you're staying afloat and posted on what's tea. If you want to buy something, a car, a house, whatever, you're going to need some credit, okay? Now, if you just like, girl, I don't need nothing in life, don't pay that bill. But don't say I told you to, okay? I'm telling you guys, make sure you go look into your accounts. My student loans was already in, I'm already been paying them. It's just, it is what it is. So my husband and I'm saying all of this to say also because usually it's going to mine because my husband's been on pause because he was once on that save plan and it has no start date. But we're thinking we're going to split it in half. I'm going to update you guys when I definitely close out the April budget for monthly because that's important. More of the stories, we just got to get this debt off our back. I hate that so much money has to go to them and then the interest. It's just makes you want to just scratch your big toe, you know? That's just how I feel about that. Okay, so that's 1514.96. Okay, so that means remaining is $0. This budget is complete. It's different. It's definitely given different. But you know, let's go ahead and highlight. So we're going to do $200 in food in cash. And then we're going to do fun for him in cash, fun for me, in cash. We do not do cash for gas because we try to go to Costco and you can't do that, y'all. You can't even do that. And maybe if we try to get a gift card, somebody did say you can use a gift card, have cash to pay for a gift card and then do the gas. And we might because Costco's like, they'll have deals on gift cards, meaning maybe it'll be $180 to buy a $200 gift card. You're really saving $20 and then you use that gift card to get gas. I don't know. Or food. I don't know. I might have to hack it if I'm being honest. I said food. Oh my gosh. Let's just moving along. I know. Why am I the way I am? Clearly I'm thinking about food. I'm just going to say extend that a little bit. And I'm going to put cash. We're going to do good. We're going to do good, y'all. Did you budget your second paycheck for the month of April? Are you guys' budget zero-based budget or do y'all do a different budget? I think I'm going to go ahead and I've already actually can't even say go ahead. I've already done a blog post about the different types of budgets or whatever and why my husband and I use a zero-based budget. That is on paperbymode.com. If you guys want to check her out, there should be a link below for the different blogs as well. But I just am interested, like, what do you guys use to budget? Do you even budget? You just watch me and be like, dang, girl, maybe I'm a budget one day. If that is true, that's okay. Join the party, fam, because I get that. Especially with people who make like $30,000 or $20,000 a month. I'll watch their budgets and I'll be like, dang, if I had all that money, and I know that I might be that my husband and I might be that, you know, person to some people. So anyways, I say all that to say, just let me know in the comments how you budget your money. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in another video. Bye.